And we are ready to get things going for one final time from the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse. Pitt in the gold, Boston College in the white, and we are underway to the outside as Gregoire is on the board immediately. 34 aces on the season for Mosher. She'll hand things off to Yelland and Boston College. Trying to steal a set here in Pittsburgh. Get off to the right foot. Nice dig on the back end there. Something they struggled with last match was Boston College, but that one misses long, and the Panthers back in control. The Serbian freshman has seen a tick up in her workload as well. Hasn't missed a set in any of the last 4 matches for Boston College. Marjanovic again finds that back line.
See them working behind the setter a little bit more, working in some slides.
Ehrlich, the freshman, top 10 in the ACC in blocks per set as well, so she can do it on the defensive side of things in addition. Set to the middle and another nice swing offensively. That's Abby Emch, who has seen an increased role for the Panthers in her freshman season out of New Waterford, Ohio. Talked about Mosher as a bit of a Swiss Army knife in the open. You lose a player like Rachel Fairbanks, who was almost that exact thing with being able to do a little bit of everything, and you get a player like Mosher in the transfer portal. Just such a luxury for this Pitt team. Pitt able to get it back over, and a little bit of a misdirection there for Boston College, and we carry on.
Great rally here.
Gregoire, another strong swing from the outside.
Hopefully, from their perspective, you want to make the Pitt blockers have to work a little bit harder.
Roach, one of those members of Jason Kennedy's team that prides itself on returning players, her 5th season with BC. Mosher the set to the outside, and Gregoire delivers again in the early going. Yellen to serve. Mosher, nice set on the inside for Bree Kelly.
Really, really great set there by Brooke Mosher, finding your middle. Kelly getting the ball as much as possible.
Kelly, one of the returning players last year for this Panthers side, and they're able to get the block again. Second block in the early going for the Panthers, up 7 in this first set here in the final game. Pretty different environment there from Boston, it feels like.
Oh, absolutely. And I love what Coach Kennedy was raving about her, and not just the impact she's had, you know, recruiting that want to come here and then stay.
Ross also started a very hot month of November for her with 20-plus kills in back-to-back matches. An offensive impact for the Panthers this season as well. Had a season-high 17 earlier against Notre Dame. And Friday against Syracuse hit almost 500. And had 8 kills herself there, and the Pitt block continues to do some work.
Especially the ones landing in the net. There's no decision that has to be made there. If you miss deep, you're making the other team serve, receive, have to make a decision.
Absolute dime there from Mosher to the back row.
Yeah, and that's kind of a good example. When you're missing where it might go deep, these women the ball on the outsides, they're getting the middles the ball, they're running the offense.
Mosher to serve again.
And they're getting aces.
Yeah.
They're getting aces.
Another ace for Mosher, her 3rd of the afternoon, and Pitt's got set point. At the tail end of this first set. Free ball for the Panthers. Mosher setting for Babcock. And Olivia Babcock gets kill number 1 to finish set number 1 for the Panthers.
We could change the way we do things.
Our title who's going to be outright, it's crazy.
Pitt last week losing a heartbreaker to Stanford on Friday, but Stanford following that up with a loss has everybody kind of back in control of their own destiny for at least a share of that ACC title as we begin set number 2 from the Fitz.
Can you imagine how this Pitt team was feeling when they saw that SMU beat Stanford?
Oh my goodness.
And even at 6'4", Marjanovic still struggling to work around this Pitt block. I think she's got to start looking to go high hand. She's swinging right away into those big forearms of Bree Kelly. And
there it is again. Hitting 231 on the afternoon. Mosher, another strong swing from Pizzell, who is a game-high 13 attempts now. 5 kills for her for the Panthers.
And then you're looking at Anna Harrington, who's the right side, standing at 6 feet tall, and thinking, I think I have a better matchup there with the outsides of Pizzell and Gregoire. Wow.
My goodness, you heard the roar from that crowd, but another really strong dig. It was Marjanovic again, but the Panthers overcome. You see, it's such a shame for Boston College.
Yeah, give your side a little bit of an easier way to run an offense.
Savannah Curtis trying to get rolling here in service. Set for Kelly, and she makes no mistake. So disappointing for Pitt that gets the point flip, but some Pitt football fans with a smile on their face as it stands at 13-9 and now 14-9 in favor of the Panthers.
And great play there. Not the best pass, a little bit, but we're not keeping score, so it doesn't matter.
Not that I have tally mark on my notes or anything. Whatever. 17-13, Boston College still trailing by 4 in service, though, after that service error from Mallory Meyer upon the review. Setting back up for Ross into the Pitt block.
A little bit predictable, so it's putting a little bit more stress on Ross to have to get kills.
Dupes again. Babcock again. Boston College trying to recover. Gives a free ball to the Panthers. Mosher. Pizzell, and we continue. Maston out of the back. Pizzell, and she finally ends it. Some really good effort from both sides there. Strong swing from Gregoire, who's been a little bit quiet since the start of that first set, but she's got 5 kills now.
To let everyone be successful.
Haiti Tautua'a in to serve for Pitt, the redshirt sophomore from Hawaii. Medical redshirt last season due to an injury is...
KO also had some family come out, so they had a good time getting to kind of have a little reunion there.
Yeah, a lot of Pitt connections between them and Hawaii with Dan Fisher. Alexis Akei, you mentioned Kamalani on the coaching staff as well.
Absolutely, and you got to keep that pipeline going.
Absolutely. Mosher to Kelly. Another nice defensive play there from the Eagles as a team able to get it back over. Mosher to Kelly again, but the answer at the net from Roach. Gregoire up front again.
Nice easy overpass.
Mosher back to Gregoire, and that is that in the second set.
New Grandpapa's our biggest pizza ever. It's got huge deli pepperonis on hand-stretched original dough made with 6.
Set number 3. There's Mosher again. And there is Babcock again, but Boston College once again able to defend. Bree Kelly able to finish the deal.
Those two are kind of fighting it out for that middle blocker 2 spot.
Audrey Ross trying to get it over. Pretty creative play there, but how about the defense from the Panthers? Babcock another dig. Back and forth, we've seen a number of these long rallies, and Ross able to finish it off, so Boston College able to get one back. You talk about so many options for them offensively, and Gregoire kind of working her way into that top end of the rotation as well.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting. Nice cut there, really good 4-to-4 shot by Audrey Ross. Gregoire coming out of nowhere. I mean, now you're going to have some tough decisions to make.
Freshman had 10 kills in 5 straight games earlier in September, but has not played since October the 12th.
And to start the year, she was that number 2 offensive piece.
Marjanovic having a tough go of it after that first set. There are now 7 attacking errors for her. And that one into the net. Gregoire to serve on a 4-0 scoring run for the Panthers. Some strong defensive work there from Gregoire, but
I think if you're Coach Kennedy, you got to feel like, hey, if we can make some strides this summer, you can really, really surprise some people next year in the ACC.
Mosher to Kelly into the block.
Again, Ehrlich everywhere.
Babcock able to go over. The overpass now a free ball for the Panthers. Babcock finishes it off. Double digits for her in the kill department. Mentioned Olivia Babcock. 7 matches with 25 kills this season, 3 with over 30, and 2 with over 40.
I I mean, those feel fake. In such rare territory, you know, we were talking earlier about, you know, the last person to kind of put up these numbers was Jordan Thompson, who's, you know, just an Olympian on the right side.
They're a team you don't necessarily want to see as the year goes along either.
100%.
Babcock again. No more quiet afternoon for her. 11 kills, hitting over 300.
Even with someone, you know, you got tall blockers in front of you, you got 6'2" and 6'4" in front of you. Doesn't matter. She can still make it work.
Pitt hitting 302 as a team now on the afternoon. Trying for Jones was Mosher in the middle. Back set goes to Babcock. A little bit of a changeup, but another nice dig from the back with Yelland, who's able to regather for the Eagles and get a point. What a dig there from the back row.
And that was a good decision to do it with the middle blocker there in the 5 zone.
Gregoire again. Definitely an easier one, and I'll probably miss the next two. We won't have the next two probably in this game, but nevertheless, we'll play on here. 21-16 the advantage for the Panthers, as Babcock able to get the point.
They're not going away. They're continuing to fight for every single point. And if you're Coach Kennedy, you got to love that.
Long from Gregoire. Match point for the Panthers. Meyer keeps it alive. Into the BC block again. And Olivia Babcock swings, and another nice dig defensively for Boston College. Motion to Bree Kelly. And one final time in the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse, Pitt gets the sweep.